Hello everyone, it's me again, Noyon. So I want to talk a little bit about PalWorld, and I'm a little bit worried about this game. Not that this game is going to be complete trash or anything like that, just there are some things that I noticed that might hint to the game having maybe a rocky launch and possibly stuck in early access limbo. And there's a bunch of hype about it, it has been pushed at multiple live events, and there's a bunch of footage, which is really good. They show quite a bit of gameplay, and that's great. It combines cute things, like Pokemon and cute animals, with a serious theme, like guns and violence. And that's fun. It's a cool idea, and I'm sure a lot of people will love it. Now we get a little bit into the things that I noticed. So first of all, some of the footage is a little bit questionable when it comes to the quality of the game. That's just a little bit weird. Sometimes they show fun concepts like, what if this dinosaur had a rocket launcher? But then proceed to show how broken it is. And I don't know if balancing is really important here, but it just looks like, oh, if you have this, why would you do anything else, right? Because it's selling the idea of crazy things put together, they don't really have a clear direction of where they want to go. In my opinion, it just feels like, yo, this is fun. Yo, this is fun. What if you just throw it all together? Which can work. And that's okay. You can make games however you like. Video games are art, and anyone can do whatever they want. I'm not gonna pretend you're not allowed to put a Pokemon in a shooter game where you wanna shoot Pokemon or Pokemon-like creatures. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. I have a little bit of something that I figured out while digging into their previous games. Most of what I'm gonna explain is showing the previous game and how it has parallels to the current game. And these parallels are very strong, and I would be surprised if they completely cleared them all up. Of course, this developer has been around now for a while, and I'm pretty sure that their new game will be more quality than the previous game. The other thing is, this game jumped on the hype train of Breath of the Wild. We can clearly see the connection here they're trying to do, that this is similar, right? Also, the enemies are very, very similar to the point where it feels like they're more remastered than something unique. The game has the craziest concepts. They have farming and fighting and automation, crafting, skills, building, dungeons, tanks, helicopters, planes, dragons, and even a goddamn space rocket. Yet it feels like bunch of thrown ideas thrown together without much direction. Can you see where I'm kind of going here? PalWorld and this being very similar, or... The funny thing is, I actually bought this game on day one, and I had a bit of fun, but after a short time, I regret kind of buying the game. I wish I could refund it, but there's a little bit too many hours on it. I don't think I will ever start this game ever again. Only played this game a little bit at the start, but that's because I had people to play it with. And recently, for researching this video, Craftopia has come a long way since then. I have to say, I have to give props to them. A lot of improvements and a lot of patches. But still, it's early access after 4 years. 4 years of patches, and that's still not done. They're working on PalWorld now, and that's for a while. Craftopia ever release fully? Will it be done? Will PalWorld ever be released and fully done? Or are they going to work on a third project? We don't really know. So this is a little bit concerning, and it possibly hints that PalWorld might meet a similar fate and being stuck in this early access limbo for years. Also, while those upgrades and patches are very good and important, the main issue with the game is still the clunkiness, movement issues, weird camera jittering and spazzing around constantly. Every couple seconds, one of those things pop up. Just generally, the game just doesn't feel good. And it has a lot of glitches all over the place still. And that has been after 4 years. I'm sure some of the smaller things have been fixed now. I'd rather have a better experience than shiny graphics at more levels. Just give me a more solid base of a game before you expand in this craziness. It just feels like they don't really care too much about some aspects of the game. They care more about, like, content, which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, content's important, but if the game doesn't feel good, I don't even want to go to that content, you know? All in all, it's a cute little game that does not feel particularly good to play. Has enough content though, being updated. Also, the optimization is pretty bad. I'm running a 3070 Ti, and I have a really unstable 30 to 80 frames. It goes up and down all the time, and it just doesn't feel smooth when the frame rate is so all over the place. I did not test online because I'm sorry, but nobody wanted to play this game with me, which is kind of understandable. I did play co-op when the game launched, however, and I don't remember it being particularly good. It was pretty laggy and buggy most of the time. The previous game, while being received somewhat well, in my opinion, it's a little bit skewed. I see a lot of similarities compared to PalWorld, stuff like the direction, concepts thrown together, and it probably not feeling that good to play. I don't know yet, but that's just what I would assume or predict. I would love to be proven wrong. Like, I hope I'm completely wrong about everything I said, and the game is amazing and everybody loves it. I don't think that reality exists. My verdict at the end is, hold your money a little bit on PalWorld until you really know what the game is all about, and if it can deliver its craziness, or if it's just another okay game that is overhyped because of its concepts taken from other games. Thank you guys again so much for your support. The subs have been like tripling out of nowhere. You guys are crazy. Anyway, see you in the next video and take care.